Home page. To set up our home page, we need first to select our menu. Menu. Rent and Buy uses the WordPress Menu Manager as our menu. First things first, go to Appearance, Menus, and start by creating a new menu. After creating a new menu, populate it with your home page and assign your new menu on your left sidebar. Once you add your menu and assign it, your header should now look good. The next step is setting up our slider. Sliders. First thing we need to do is select which slider we're going to use. Go to your custom admin panel under Home Options, Slider. There will be several options, but this will depend on the slider you're using. If you select Map Slider, this is the process. Map Slider will use your properties as a feature of the slider. If you select that, you'll need to change the following options. Initial Zoom. The initial zoom of your map, where 1 is totally zoomed out and 20 is totally zoomed in. Enable clustering. This will enable clustering on your map slider. Be aware that this feature is unstable due to limitation in the plugin and the API. Enabled Feature Properties Slider. This will enable the feature slider underneath your map. Number of slides. How many properties to display on your map. Slider height in pixels. Height of the map in pixels. After setting this, move on to the Properties section so we can start adding our properties. If you select the normal slider will use your slides post type as slides. If you select this, you'll need to change the following options. Number of slides. How many slides to show at most. Slider height in pixels. Height of a slider in pixels. Auto slide, whether or not the slider should play automatically. Slider delay, how many milliseconds to wait until it plays the next slide. The image slide is quite simple. Once you select the slider as the image slider in your custom admin panel, you should see the menu options slide on your left sidebar. If not, just refresh the page. First thing you should know about the slides is that they work like a blog. Each post is a different slider. And as you create slides, they'll stack up on your home page until you've reached the limit set on your custom admin panel. Let's start by creating a new slide by going to Slides, Add New. Insert slide title. This is not necessarily used by the theme. It's just a way to organize your backend. Select your background image. Click at the bottom right corner on Set Featured Image and upload your image. This image should be the same height of your slider height and can be any width. Slide type. Select which slide type you want. You can use an image as a whole slider. If you are not comfortable with HTML and shortcodes, or use inline content, to use content and the image as a background image. Slide link URL. At the top right corner, you'll see the slide link URL. Use this if you're using an image. This is the link the user will be redirected to if he clicks the slide. If you're using inline content, you should insert a link within your content. Heading color. Color of your headings within your slide. Text color. Color of your text within your slider. Background color. This is particularly used if you're using a not very wide image. You can use Photoshop your image to fade into a color and set this color as a background color. So your image blends in the background and looks like it's wider than it actually is. Your slider content. Feel free to use HTML and shortcodes in this area. If you're using inline content, make sure to insert at least a link in your page.